Okay. Playing Rocket Man on the guitar as opposed to the piano presents a few challenges. The main challenge is that there's a lot of that stuff that happens on the piano that isn't super practical on the guitar. So we're going to start with just the basic chords, and then we can add little bits of that piano effect as we go. So a few notes here: E minor 7 and A7. Sometimes people will put this note into an E minor 7. This would be a D, or capoed 3, but we're going to pretend like we're not. I'm going to play this E minor 7 just with one finger, right here on the 5th string, 2nd fret. She packed my bags last night pre-flight, and then there's regular A7. 0 hour, 9 a.m. Now watch this. Alright? So on your sheet it says, it's got arrows pointing up and it says G/B. And anytime you see that, the first letter is the chord, the second letter is the bass note you want. So really, in my mind, all we're doing here is we're going from A minor to C, or A7 to C. And I want to hear this bass note go from A, and I want to see it step through B on the way to C. Right? And so, yeah, so that's what that G/B is it's our G chord without the G on the bottom. So we get rid of that, and then that leaves this note on the bottom, which is the B. Right? So when I'm coming from A, and you can either add this note here or not. That's the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. So when you play your G chord, sometimes you have that note and sometimes you let that 2nd string go open. You can add it. I'm going to add it here when the next time this is G/B, so we might as well. But anyway, we're just walking that bass line up. And I'm gonna be high as a kite by then. Okay, so what just happened? We descended the bass line. We moved it up from what we were just talking about, from this A7 to C, right? And now we're bringing it down, so we go right back down. So there's your G/B again. G chord would be in the bass. Then an A minor. Then an A minor/G. And then a D/F sharp. So this D/F sharp, just take your D chord. Low string is an E, the high string is an E. Anything that's true of one is also true of the other. So this D chord with an F sharp in the bass, D/F sharp, is pretty easy to understand. I'm just going to take the 2nd fret note from the 1st string and move it to the 6th string. It's an F sharp here, it's an F sharp there. Now I like to use fingers 2, 3, 4 for this, but you can play around and see what feels comfortable. So again, we're descending. C, G/B, A minor, A minor/G, D/F sharp. So that's a good thing to practice all by itself. And then we have another verse. The same thing happens again. I miss the earth so much, I miss my wife. It's lonely out in space. Now we're moving up into the C again, so here we go. On such a timeless flight. Now what's going on here? It says D/F, which we've got here. Then it's got an arrow, and it says D/A, which would be your same old D chord, but with the open A string in the bass. And then it says D. Regular D. And what you can hear when you listen to the record is primarily the bass guitar does this little thing here. So they land on that. On such a timeless flight. Now we go down to here. So we've got F sharp in the bass, A in the bass, D in the bass. So it's kind of a cool effect. which is pretty straightforward. I think we'll deal with what's going on there in just a second. So this move from F sharp in the bass of your D chord, and then you hear the bass guitar play. So that's going to be 2nd fret, 3rd fret, then open A. And then it does it again on the 5th string, 2nd fret, 3rd fret. Now, of course, you don't have to do that. You could just land it. But that sort of, it gives it a little bit of that feel that what they do on the piano is they keep inverting the chords and playing them higher and higher up the keyboard. And so you get this thing when they don't just sit on a D chord. They go playing, 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 playing. You know, they expand upon that D chord is what they do. Okay, so now we're in the chorus here, or the pre-chorus, whatever this is. I think it's gonna be a long, long time. You know, G's and C's here till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no, no, no. G/B again, right? Oh no, no, no. Now we've got an A, and I'm gonna play this A with one finger. I'm a rocket man because I've got this little drawing here next. It says D/A, which would mean a D chord with an A in the bass. However, the way we want to voice this is we don't want to go to D here. See, that sounds... I mean, you can. You can totally do that, but this sounds better. Right? So it's just, you can hear it on the piano. It's just this little thing that he puts in there. Walk back up to the C. So here we go. Oh no, 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 I'm a rocket man. Rocket man. So that was another arrow and a G/B there. Rocket man, burning out his fuse up here alone. Now, what's going on here? He does this little thing. You hear it on the piano. Here alone. Again, this is extra. We don't have to put it in there, but I've got it written as G. Then G sus4 means you add this 1st fret of the 2nd string note. Then open. Then 2nd fret of the 3rd string is the sus2, and then back. Anyway, then we've got kind of crammed in here on the margin a 4 count of C. So we went from the oh no no no's we go oh no 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 G/B. I'm an A. Rocket man, burning out his fuse up here alone. Then C, 2, 3, 4, G, and I think it's gonna be a long, long time. Same thing. So we've already talked about all of that. Okay, what else goes on here? We got another verse that works the same way. Yeah, I think we've pretty much got the whole thing. I think I didn't write it in quite as much detail when something happens again. So for instance, later on the 2nd page here, I have that G, and I just have a little note, sus4, sus2, without the, the first one. First time I did it, I put the tablature there, right? So you can see that. Later on, I just said sus2, sus4. It's just to give you a little reminder of what we saw on the first page. So I will send this out and just get used to it like this and try and navigate the songs or play along with Elton John, Capo 3. And then next time we talk, we can talk about some more stuff that we could do to try and really listen to what the piano is doing and get a little bit closer to how a piano player would do this. All right, have fun.